All right, guys. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a new server on Cloudways. And yes, I recommend Cloudways. It's by far the most flexible and easiest host that I found if you're doing multiple sites. If you want a one-off or just a one or two websites, I'd probably go with something like SiteGround. It's a little bit cheaper and a little bit easier to use than Cloudways. But if you're running, either you need the flexibility in the tech stack, or you need to run or host multiple customer websites, then I recommend Cloudways by far. Better than Hostinger. I've tried that. It's a good host, but I still prefer Cloudways. Just they have just the complete setup and the ease of use. I still think that Cloudways is much better than Hostinger. All right. So as you can see here, I already have one server running. I'm going to go ahead and add another one, and adding for the first time, setting this up for the first time and adding one is pretty much the same thing, right? You just come in from, if you're a new customer, you come in from the creation side. In this case, I already have a server, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on Add Server, and I'll show you the preferred stack that I like. It just makes it a lot easier. In this case, I'm not going to optimize it for Cloudways, and that's because this is going to be a demo server where I show you guys how to do different things, from like setting up a website from scratch to doing a bunch of other things that people keep on asking about regarding WordPress websites. All right. So in this case, I'm going to go with Cloudways and no Cloudways optimization. However, for client and for my own websites, I do go with optimized WordPress. They tend to be faster, use less resources and stuff like that. So, and then, or if WooCommerce, then I'll set that up. And just keep in mind that if you go, let's say, WooCommerce with optimized WordPress, you can still run other websites, right? It'll just be a little bit more expensive because you're using more. You're putting together a server with more or with different resources than what you need for non-WooCommerce websites. And that's really important for you to note, is that if you are going to have even one WooCommerce website on your server, I recommend that you go with WooCommerce optimized for WooCommerce. Okay, but in this case, like I said, this is a demo. The only difference in the tech stack is going to be, it's going to be a basic, and here I am going to get very creative and just name it demo, and then server demo as well. Okay, here I'm just going to leave it like that. Lightning Stack, that's fine. And DigitalOcean is good. It's one of the cheaper options. MariaDB is good. It's supposed to be a modern database. And in this case, I'm going to select basic, again, because this is going to be a demo. For general purpose, they recommend 8 gigabytes. I'm sure that if you go with like the WooCommerce, it recommends even more gigabytes, maybe 16 minimum. Okay, they do have these other options like high compute dedicated CPU, but remember, this is a demo server, so I don't need any of that. On the contrary, I want it to be simple, so that way I have building websites and troubleshooting all that is a lot easier, right? So I'm going to go with basic, and 4 gigabytes is fine. As you can see here, if I go down in gigabytes, my price goes down, right? 2 gigabytes. I can go down to 2 gigabytes. Maybe not. Maybe that's the. Oh, I can. Okay, let's go something like 2 gigabytes. Yeah, $24. Disk space 50 gigabytes. That's not bad. All right, so we'll go ahead and launch that, and this will take a few minutes to spin up.